Hi everyone, Maxine here with Tink and I Treasures. Welcome to my studio. Today I wanted to show or just share a little bit of what I'm doing with an album. I am working on one of my Memory Keeper albums. And as far as I know, this is my own design. I've taken elements from other ones I've made, watching other people, and as far as I know, this is mine. Although more than likely someone has done it. But anyway, this is what I call a Memory Keeper album. And it has pages. You can mount photos to here. There's also, I'll show you here. There's also pockets to stick things. And this is a pretty good size. So these pages are roughly about 6 inches wide and 9 inches tall. So I think a postcard would fit in here nicely. Letters, cards that you receive, whatever. At the end of each page is a pocket. So you can stick a lot of things down in there. I will show you one that I made that I use myself. Okay. Make sure I get everything in frame here. Okay. So, basically, I did a little waterfall in this one. I'm not too sure about that. But see, the ends will hold cards. This was a thank you card I received, or a birthday card. So, yeah, so that just tucks right in there. Here's other cards I've received. A holiday letter from a friend. Christmas cards from my family. This is from a drink. My sweetie and I, before we got together, when we were still dating, spent a few days right around Christmas time one year in Las Vegas, and we went to the Stratosphere, and up at the very top there's a lounge, a bar, and oh, it has the most beautiful view, and we had a couple of drinks up there, and so that's just my memory from that. Here's another birthday card that I received that I've tucked in there. This one has, see, when I go places, I like to get a postcard of where I've gone. So this is a postcard. I write on the back of the postcard when and where and who and everything. And yeah, I keep that as a memory. Here's some more cards that I got. Thank you card. Anything in that one. Here's a whole bunch of other memorabilia and some more things tucked in there. And here's cards I got from my mother-in-law over the years. She's gone now, so I'm very happy to have those. And some other things that didn't quite fit, but I've changed. See, these side pockets I glued them at the top, and that limits the size of what you can put in there. And I have changed. Oh, and this one has a belly band, which is nice. A lot of Christmas cards and everything. Anyway, you know, they're just really nice. They're not just for photos. So I don't call it a photo album. I call it a memory keeper, because it's for all kinds of memories, whether it's, you know, cards, mementos, postcards from places you've gone, you know, just all kinds of stuff from life. So I started doing the pages. So here I have a pocket, and I've just put the pocket on there. This I'm gonna decorate. Here's one of those side tucks I talked about where I don't have the top glued down, so a larger card can tuck in there. If things stick out the top a little bit, that's fine, you know. So yeah, I thought I would bring you guys along, and we can kind of have a visit, and yeah, just see how everyone's doing. So this is and this is not, you know, you don't need to do this. When I made these pages, I used black cardstock, and I left a border. So in these that I'm doing, I'm doing the same thing, and trying to leave a border, so, you know, it just kind of flows together well. You don't have to do this double layering as it is. I've made some of these where you know, I don't have two layers. I have just the one sheet. So if you're using scrapbook paper, I would say paper like Graphic 45 is a good example of really good high quality paper that would be oh, I'm saying an awful lot, aren't I? Would be good quality paper that has enough body to it, enough strength, it's thick enough, whatever you want to call it, heavy enough that it could totally stand on its own. And you wouldn't have to have, you know, double layer here. I think it would work well by itself. So yeah, it just depends on the paper you're using. See, with these I had to cut twice. I had to cut one for the background page, and then a second one for, you know, the design page. And if you're using a really heavy duty, good quality scrapbook paper like Graphic 45 is one example that I can think of offhand, that I know for sure has a good weight to it. But you do want something that, you know, is going to be able to stand up to the use and keep its shape and all that kind of thing. So I've cut, and these are just scraps. See, this is just scraps from making this that I had, and I kept the scraps so I could go back and add tuck spots and embellish pockets, or whatever. So we're just going to glue across the bottom, and oops, wrong side. Whoa, just about made that a mess. Glue up the back here, but we're not going to glue the top. That way, if you have something that's a little bit taller, you could totally tuck it in and not worry about it. Some cards are bigger than others or whatever, so. Okay, so there's that one. Moving right along here. Okay, and this one is all ready to put down, and I'll tell you, I purposely picked this because this is a great journaling spot, where you could, maybe the photos or whatever you have in this pocket, or tucked in here, you can kind of write down the events, dates. Trust me, you always think you're going to remember dates, but you don't. So, yeah, this is a great way to just keep all those memories, mementos, souvenirs from trips, all in one spot. It's very, it's nice. I know when I made mine and I went through the house, all the nooks and crannies and drawers, and pulled out all those, cards and letters and everything else that's, has just been tucked into a drawer somewhere, and was able to pull those out from all over the house and have all that in one spot. It was just a great feeling, to be able to have all that stuff in one spot. I don't have to worry about it getting ruined anymore, because let's face it, something thrown into a drawer is going to get banged up. I have found that if I do my glue going backwards away from me rather than towards me, I have a little bit more control over it. I don't know, have any of you found that to be true or not true, or have you paid any attention to that? But I notice that when I'm putting lines on a paper or something, if I'm going away from me, I have far more control than if I'm going towards me. So, yeah, that's just something that I've noticed. Okay. So, this one, I think we'll do a belly band on this one. So, And I have these pages. They're left over. They're pages I cut to size and ended up not using. So, you know, they're great for coming back in and doing embellishments. So, I think this will be a nice little belly band. I am going to cut so I have a little border on both sides. And I wonder, do we want to round the corners or not? I think maybe we would want to round the corners. So let's do that. Okay, so there's that. Yeah. Okay. So let's get out our glue stick. Sorry if I'm off camera, guys. I'm just running a glue stick over it. Okay. So let's get this down. One thing about doing borders is you gotta take a little bit more care with the placement. Okay, so that's pretty. Oh boy. Hang on, guys. Oh my heavens. I tell you, I have such a tight space here that one thing falls, they all fall. I almost had that upside down, didn't I? Okay, so let's put some glue across the top and the bottom. Get a good amount there. And eyeball that in the middle somewhere. There, that's pretty. It's a nice little tuck spot for things. So yeah, I find these to be very, very useful. And it's so nice to have everything in one spot, have it protected, be able to write notes and keep a variety of things. You know, photos are great to tuck in here. You can tuck in photos and stuff. But yeah, I just found these to be very, very useful. And like I said, I've made several different kinds. I've got one in my Etsy shop. It's called the Grand Hotel. It's very elaborate. It has a lot of, you know, interactive type elements to it and stuff. And it was a lot of fun to make. And it's, you know, perfect for a gift for somebody, you know, special gift. But these are also, this is also great too. I just kind of like the simplicity of it, and just, you know, the amount of stuff you can get in this is pretty amazing. Like I said, I don't believe I've seen this style before. Doesn't mean that it's not out there, but I haven't ran across it. Let's see, I wanted to put this over on this side. I kind of wanted to just keep that because it's such a pretty picture. I didn't want to cover it up or anything, so I thought I would just not do that on this one. And I picked this for the same reason, for a writing spot. So go. Okay. Oops. I keep forgetting to put that back on this glue. Okay, let's get some, just running some glue stick on the back of this. A little bit too much there. All right, so let's see if we can do a good job of placing that. So, you know, have you got any plans for this next year? Any trips, travel in the works? Does anybody have experience traveling, either yourself or with someone that had mobility issues and needed the use of, you know, like a mobility scooter or wheelchair or something like that? You know, if you've had experience with that, if you could, you know, let me know in the comments, you know, what you've learned on that experience. You know, maybe a list of do's and don't do's, or, you know, just anything that made it easier. My sweetie and I both use mobility scooters. He's more mobile than I am, but because of arthritis in his back, he can't walk around a lot. I have arthritis in both my knees, and unfortunately my knees have bent, which I'm going to physical therapy and trying to get my knees so they'll straighten, so my legs will straighten again. It hasn't proved to be very easy, but I shouldn't have allowed my legs to do that in the first place. I just didn't know any better. My doctor didn't say anything, you know? But with using the scooter more and more as everything has progressed, you know, I went from having problems walking and standing to using a cane and still being able to walk, then progressing to using a mobility scooter, you know, 100% of the time around the house even. And, you know, nobody said anything about make sure you do exercises, make sure you do stretching, make sure you keep your legs, you know, so they can lay straight and, you know, that kind of thing. Nobody said anything. Of course not, right? So now they're permanently bent, which makes walking even more impossible to do. Now I'm going through physical therapy and a whole lot of pain to try and get my legs, you know, to be straight again. Anyway, so if you have experience with traveling, like I said, with somebody or yourself, let me know, okay? Because we would really like to go to England, Ireland. My sweeties always wanted to go to the Louvre, you know, and I'm thinking about it, but geez, you know, I think about the problems we've had just going out of town for the weekend, you know, and the problems that we ran into, you know. And then I think about, you know, actually traveling for real, and I think, oh my God, how would we even do this? So let me know, okay? So this is wallpaper covered front and back, and I put a little bit of lace on there. That's a little decoration. We got a lace closure here and a nice long string, so even if this gets full, you can still, you know, secure it closed, even if that gets really full and is, you know, kind of gator mouth type of thing. So okay, so now we have these pockets. So these two I didn't put a thing in. Belly band. See, these are okay. The pockets, they need a little something. They need a little something something. This one I left the way it was too. I thought that was so pretty. So anyway, so this would be, which way is that going? This would be a good one to put here as a decoration. Because it's a nice writing spot, huh? So let's see, right about there. I think. Sorry if I'm out of frame. I'm just using the cutter. Maybe we'll put a little thingy in that one. Okay. And these I did ink around. Oh boy, what color did I use? I think I used sage. So let's get out that. Pretty sure I use sage. Oh, that's not sage. That might be it. I didn't ink those other ones, did I? Oh well. There. So that's a nice spot, you know, to give someone a place to write some things. Which I always like to think of that. I like to make the things I make as useful as possible. And try to think about, you know, different things like that. That, you know, not only does it decorate the page, but it gives a little writing spot too. And that's, like I said, that's just one of my scraps from making this journal. Or a memory keeper, not a journal. So let's look through these scraps and see if there's another one that we can use that lends itself to writing. You can write on that. I don't know if it goes with that page though. You can write on that. I don't like all that. That would go. Yeah, I think that goes better. And let's see. Yeah, it's the right lengthwise. So yeah, that gives a little writing spot. And hope I'm in frame. Sorry if I'm not, guys. Oh jeez. I don't know. This has just really been hard. Ooh, I am really not, am I? Oh God, I am so sorry. Oh my God, I am so sorry. I bet you I've been out of frame for most of that. Oh jeez. Okay, so I'm just over here at the cutter, just making sure I get a nice straight cut, because yeah, I don't trust myself to, well, I can't cut straight, save my soul. So, you know, if cutting straight is important, then I use the cutter. I don't rely on my abilities to cut straight, at least, you know, not any kind of distance anyway, right? Okay, there we go. I really like these cards to smooth everything out. They just work amazingly. Okay. Yeah, that's good right there. So keep it at about 3.5 inches on the grid, and we'll be all right. Maybe I should put some washi tape, huh? Of course, my mat isn't always in the same spot, so that would change it, right? I'll put that there. Help me. Help me, help me. Okay. So, yeah, that's a nice place for writing. Now I have some thingies here left over from another project that I'm wondering if we could just add some elements. Yeah, that's pretty. I wonder if we ink it up in sage. Don't always have to use you know, the vintage photo, do we? Don't always have to use vintage photo. I try to use, some other ones. I mean, I have them, right? I bought them for a reason, but it seems like I use vintage photo more often than not. Oh, my other favorite is ground espresso. I really like the ground espresso too. But, I use those two more than anything else. And I don't have a whole lot of colors, basically because I don't have room for them. But I do have what is it? Bundled sage. That we're using now. I have speckled egg and salvage patina and antique linen, and crackling campfire, which is kind of a red color. I can't think that I've ever used the crackling fire. I'm not sure why I bought it. I think I got caught up, oh my goodness, with Tim Holtz, one of his little hour-long demos that's more of an advertisement of his products than anything else. I think I got caught up in one of those one time with his release of the new color. And I ended up buying it without really thinking about, am I going to actually use that color? So, yeah. Lessons learned, right? Okay, so that's a great place for writing. I don't know if I have anything else in here. I probably want to get out oh, that's nice. I like that. Let's see. What do we have? We must. There it is. We do that and put one of those on there. Maybe kind of looking at this side too, how this whole thing goes together, Oh, that kind of ties in with this, doesn't it? Okay, I like that. Okay, we'll do that. So, now, put in our, Okay, now this one already had one, so that creates a problem. Maybe I won't do that on this one, because it already has one, and that just creates a bit of a problem with trying to get both punches in the same spot. I find that to be extremely difficult to do. Okay, I'll get this chopped off and do a little bit of inking around here. So, like that. And get out some glue stick. I think I found that glue stick works pretty good if you have a good quality glue stick and you get saturation well, and you make sure the glue is everywhere. But I would say good saturation and a good quality. I like the Scott Craft, is it called? Stick. That one is super good. This one seems to work really well. Avery. I like it because it's the purple color when you put it down, so you can see where you've got glue and where you've missed, which is awesome. Because like I said, for glue stick to work well, you've got to get it really on good everywhere, you know. And so I like the purple because I can tell where it is and where it isn't. It dries clear, which, you know, really doesn't matter one way or the other since you don't see it anyway, right? But there, I like that. Makes a nice little writing space there too, huh? Okay. Let's see. Got some other elements here. These are from Shabby Dabby Doodah. It's actually free kit that she has on her website. You might want to check that out. It's a really good kit. I really have enjoyed it. I did a video earlier making tags with this kit. You get tags, both well, a bigger size and then a little bit smaller size tags, so you can kind of layer them if you want. And then it has all these elements that you can use to decorate the tags, which is, you know, it's just a lot of fun. And you get the same elements in these colors and in browns and golds. So here are some of the ones I have that are from the brown and gold collection. I used a lot of it making tags because I don't know, for some reason I was just drawn to the brown and goldish colors the other day, so that's what I ended up using. Let's see. Here's the tags, but you know, I was thinking, I don't really know, do they go? Looks like it's the same color blue. But I was thinking... I know, right? Oh no, she's thinking. Buckle up, it's gonna be a bumpy ride. I was just thinking, I mean, just because these are tag shape does not necessarily mean that they have to be a tag. So, yeah. Oops. Look at that. I cut that and kind of... It's not really a straight line. It's kind of got a bit of a wave going in there. So that's... now it's... Oh my goodness. Seriously? I tell you. I cut crooked on a cutter, for God's sake. I can manage to cut crooked on a cutter. So that's really bad, huh? Okay, so I wonder... Nope. Nope, nope, nope. That's not gonna work. Let's see. That would be better. Does that look good? Oh, you know what? I don't know. So we're not going to do it because I don't know. So let's get out our scraps. Yeah, see, that doesn't work out really well. Goes that way. It's pretty. So let's mark this one. Where do we want to cut it? Okay, let's see here. Oh. I don't know. Do we try? I don't know. I don't do this very well. Make a mark there and a mark there. And can we even see the marks? Let's see. Oh boy. There's a mark. Oh. I guess I need to make them just a little bit more so I can actually see them. And if I put this in, so it's right where those marks are. Hey. Haha, we did it. Or I did it. You helped, right? You helped. Okay. Wow. I just looked outside, guys, and there is a blizzard going on. Started snowing. You know, they kept saying it was going to snow by, 9:30 in the morning, right? And then nothing happened. And then it was going to start snowing at 10:30, and nothing happened. And then it was going to start snowing at 1:30, and nothing happened. That was all day yesterday, right? So we went to bed last night with no snow. And we got up this morning with snow. And when you know it, it missed having a white Christmas by a day. Probably not even a day. By a few hours anyway. We missed having a white Christmas. Wouldn't you know? But it is really coming down now. We had because of the new variant that's out there. We both have been vaccinated and boosted. But because of the new variant, we just, we're back to ordering groceries and going and picking them up. For a lot of reasons. I mean, for my mobility issues, which I was talking about earlier, ordering online and picking up is preferred method for us anyhow. Because going into the store is, it takes some effort on both of our parts, more so for my sweetie. He has to go in and get a cart for me and bring it to the car. We park right in front of the doors, and he goes and gets a cart for me and brings it out, and then he goes and parks the car while I go in and save a cart for him, because even though, like I said, he's more mobile than I am, he can't walk around the store. So, yeah, I like that. So, yeah, we have our little challenges. And, sometimes it's just nice to go into a store. I mean, we spent probably, a good year and a half? No. A good year and a couple months anyway, not going into stores at all. So, it was nice going into store and be able to look around, although ordering online and picking up saves a lot of money because you're not tempted, by seeing things in a store. You're going down an aisle and you make a lot of last minute purchases, impulse type buying when you're in a store compared to ordering online, and picking them up. But sometimes it's just nice to be able to go into a store and look around. I just want to look around. That's nice. I like that. Okay. So, we can try that again, huh? It worked one time. Maybe it'll work again, huh? Just need to make sure I can see the lines. Okay. Line up these little lines with inside here on the sides. So not only do you get it in the same spot, but you get it at about the same depth. Where is it? Hey. Wow, it worked. That's kind of ratty on the side there. It worked twice in a row. I can't believe it. Okay, so we will make a cut. And there we go. Get out our glue stick. And cover that nicely. Yeah, so anyway, we had an order to pick up. Actually, I placed the order a few days ago, but I guess a lot of people are doing that again because we couldn't get a pickup time until today. So we haven't had that kind of trouble lately. You know, we've been able to order and pick up in the same day if we wanted to. But yeah, we had to schedule it a couple days out, and of course when I made the order, they were talking about snow, but of course we didn't have any. And when we got up this morning, it was snowing, and I'm just like, oh no, we're gonna be able to get our order. Not that we needed it to survive or anything, because we have plenty in the pantry. If we were snowed in for a few days, we'd be fine. My only thing is, do we have toilet paper? That's the one thing I care about more than anything else, is do we have toilet paper? If we have toilet paper, then it's all good. Luckily, my office is still, we're still, you know, pandemic mode, so, you know, people aren't back in the office yet, which, you know, makes it nice. Because you don't have to worry about whether or not you can get into the office, or trying to, you know. Okay, so I think this is, yeah, this is all decorated up nice, and plenty, so some room for writing, and yeah. I don't know about the cover. What do you think? Let me know in the comments, okay? I kind of think the cover is pretty like it is. I don't know. And nothing is popping into my mind. And that's always a sign, right? If inspiration doesn't hit, then maybe inspiration isn't required because it's fine the way it is. So yeah, let me know what you think, guys. Do I need to put anything on that cover, or does it look good the way it is? Anyway, thanks for joining me today. I really appreciate you guys and the comments you leave. Take care of you, love each other, and Join me next time. Bye.